EA Sports, within the game. He tucked.
Adventure X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, like 2 times miles on every purchase. No, definitely. You're being too loud. Thank you. Going up, and 10 times miles on hotels from Capital One Travel. Plus, get access to over 1,300 airport access flights, and maybe see the one and only Taylor Swift. Capital One, what's in your wallet? So what the tunes for just $5, six options, so much to offer. One of you pages, just to name a few. Only $5, and you get the action. Two ways to get the TV you love. Look, remember that $50 in the books? That's your thing. Switch today for a $200 reward card. You have to choose to keep the job. Job technically, exclusive benefits, 2 regular and better.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They start to drive with White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The Bucs at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Let's go now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's not. And incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Way. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Way. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Way. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, Way. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Looking to throw. Way. He's got his man. It's White. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Way. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Going right side is White. Trucks over him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's White. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is White, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And that guy right there, he ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
First down, here's White. And some room to work. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Donald providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Way. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run straight ahead here with White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now back to the ground game with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Ray. He's got White here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Buccaneers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 195 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run it with White. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because